You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube, serving nations worldwide. Up next on RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, it's the Rashid and Jan Show. Following that, it's the Rashid and Annette Show / Rashid's CyberTube. Beautiful weather is here, and as our shicing season rolls in, let Rashid roll out exquisite entertainment here on RVT, where it's Rashid all the time. You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube worldwide. Where is Rashid all the time? You're watching Rashid's RVT. RVT want to wish you a very happy shysting season. You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube Worldwide. Where is Rashid all the time? You're watching Rashid's RVT. This RVT Rashid's Video 2 broadcasting is brought to you partly by the Rashid and Jan Show and by delicious refreshing strawberry milk. Drink an explosion of strawberry flavor in every drop. So like Rashid and Jan say, drink up. You're watching RVT. You're watching RVT, a Rashid International Broadcasting Station. All day long the bunnies worked, they got so very tired. So when they got home they needed a boost, Rashid's chocolate cider. All day long the days were rough, it was no happy choir. So when they got home they needed a boost, Rashid's chocolate cider. Well, not cider, but just hot chocolate. Deep, rich hot chocolate. Either plain or with marshmallows. An internet's best friend. And with 3 grams of fat and 6 grams of protein, why wouldn't you go for it? All year round is groovy. You said it, Cooper. The marshmallows melt to a thick motherly malt as it oozes down your throat. You probably wouldn't stand for just 1 cup. And your imagination, just might get the best of you, if you know what I mean. All day long the bunnies worked, they got so very tired. So when they got home they needed a boost, Rashid's chocolate cider. All day long the days were rough, it was no happy choir. So when they got home they needed a boost, Rashid's chocolate cider. So let your imagination run wild all year round. Available at your nearest grocers or go online. Wondering till you come across something quite familiar to you. So I think you have the right address. So, come on in, White Dotto, my lovely. Now, isn't Rashid the lucky one? I'm Rashid. Now that the past is in the past, let all my Annets come to me in one hilarious show, the Rashid and Annette Show, talking about subjects that's not common today. This show has what you're looking for. I'm talking about serious news gossip here, guys. Guys, y'all will not believe what I came across today. Y'all will not believe this. I gotta show you this. From rescuing fair maidens to sass. I think it's fair to say that this Rashid's world is not like yours. Wanna have a hobby? We got that! Want comics? Got that too! I'm space officer of the, let me see, I'm space officer of the Rashid Space Patrol. Good! You're doing good there. Where the string bean punk at? Don't worry about the string bean punk. Just do your job. Alright. Yeah, alright. As Maya Net follows me around finding out which house I'm in, we get completely outrageous. But then, she finds me.
I guess it was kind of a surprise my coming here all of a sudden, wasn't it?
Not really. I was waiting for you. You always find me.
Why didn't they know about me?
They knew about you. They seen you on the show. They know how much I love you. I told them that on the show.
I don't mean that. Why didn't they know about me before?
And that's a long story. Listen. Do you like butterscotch strawberry cake?
Oh boy, do.
Then it's settled. We eat. And you guys, I know I'll be seeing you on the Rashid and Annette show here on RBT. Only here on RBT. We're gonna hang out and eat some cake. He found me. Yeah, I always tell him about you, you know? You know how we go back. Remember we used to talk about the, I think I forgot.
That must have been a long time ago.
Yeah, it must have been. Come on, you're standing too close to the microphone. Come on, let's go eat. Come on. The R Man. The Rashid YouTube radio show. Now playing on YouTube and Google+. Check Google Plus posts for info or contact direct at RashidYoung02@gmail.com. That's RashidYoung02@gmail.com. Get ready and save on Rashid's RVT Supermarket and Half Price and Savings, where you can save up to 40 to 50% off with coupon. And don't forget to check your circulars for money-grabbing savings. Whole chicken tender poultry, just $9.99 or less. Or tender lamb and steak chops, now $7.99 or less at some dealers. Fresh cut watermelon, orange juice, $6.99. Fresh vegetables, so you don't ever have to wonder what's for dinner. Whether it's hot pizza or fruit, specially cut poultry, pork, beef, or chops. Fresh milk, all available for a reasonable price. Chuck shoulder roast, $3.69 a pound. Chunky soup, 2 for $3. Freshness right at your fingertips. And you can now shop online and have your groceries delivered to your door. Dice cut from the grocers to your freezer to the dinner table. Buy one get one free fresh plucked strawberries or $2.99 a pound rump roast, crispy bacon, and a Rashid R-Man advertiser for boneless beef chuck roast, $2.49. Dazzle your taste buds as you rack up on savings. And don't forget about the RVT reminder of ordering online. Supermarket savings and more are what you're going to get. So get shopping. What's cooking? Hot dog. Just an hot dog. Delicious wiener on a bun. Delicious then, delicious now. A hot dog is high in potassium and rich in vitamin B, 13%, and they taste great. Did you know a hot dog is a sausage? In definition, a hot dog is a fully cooked sausage grilled and served in a bun as a sandwich. Plump and juicy, how can you resist? Not that expensive and promising. Think back to childhood. with hot dogs and baked beans, and how the smell got you aroused with mouth water. An American ball game eatery tradition. It's no wonder why the All-American hot dog is still one of the #1 best pastime snacks. Whether pork, beef, or chicken is guaranteed to satisfy. So go out and have a wiener. Look for money-saving coupons and papers and news ads. Oh, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. It's where you can shine brilliantly under the lens or sky, especially if you're Elizabeth Hurley. Wait, did you say Elizabeth Hurley? That's right, the Hollywood A-lister has her own swimwear. And if you didn't know about it, where have you been? And with such beauty, why wouldn't she? Elizabeth Beachwear insists that you spice up your vacation wardrobe with up to 80% off. That's right, 80%. So how can you go wrong with Elizabeth Hurley? That's found on RVT. Fabulous, gorgeous Elizabeth. Take a look. Antoinette hoodie, 50% off. Cheetah Dream Bikini, 50% off. Lilac One Piece, 80% off. Mini Alec Houghton, 50% off. Wow. Here's more. Bondi Bikini, 80% off. Capri Top, 60% off. Kara Dress, 80% off. Shanine Pants, 80% off. And don't forget about the Kids Pink and Cheetah for girls up to 13 years. Fast drying swimwear can be paired with breathable calfskins to keep kids cool and dry. And thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. So, straight from Hollywood Hills, the incomparable Elizabeth Hurley Beachwear is here. Just head on over to www.elizabethhurley.com. That's www.elizabethhurley.com. Why is delicious hot oatmeal so good for so many families? Oatmeal is rich in protein. A breakfast with delicious oatmeal with milk and sugar for a family of 4 provides as much total protein as 6 average eggs, as much total protein as 18 pieces of toast, and almost as total protein as 18 strips of bacon. That's why your family get that wonderful stick to the ribs feeling with hot oatmeal, that wonderful feeling of well-being, with only 1 minute of actual cooking time. So be sure your family get the protein they need with the delicious hot breakfast of hot oatmeal. Just go over to www.oatmeal.org. That's www.oatmeal.org. You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube Worldwide. Where is Rashid all the time? You're watching Rashid's RVT. You're watching RVT, a Rashid International Broadcasting Station. Ice cream, balls, shoes, socks, all on social media. Laughing, playing, having fun, all on social media. Books, trains, weight loss gains, all on social media. Different worlds, cute little girls, things that will make you lose your curls, all on social media. Cartoonish babes, the twerking gays, the top 10s that will make you be amazed, all on social media. Rashid Arman, people love, all without a lot of subs, all on social media. That's Rashid's social media. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Put it on this, spread it on that. A little on this and a whole lot of that. Everything's better with butter. Whip it on this, a little on that. Smear it on this and square it on that. Everything's better with butter. Now you can square it up with butter or margarine. Electrify your taste buds with the rich and satisfying taste of butter. Whip it on this, graze it on that. Square it on rice, now that's where is that? Everything's better with butter. Now get to the grocers and square it up. Also in spread style to go easy on bread. Such a beautiful morning. I'm ready to tackle on the day. Boy, I feel great. I've been waiting all night. Can't take it anymore. It's okay. Just choose. Okay, this one. No, that one. This one. Wait, let's take a look. There's a wide variety of cereals to choose from. All good for you with a key element in staying in perfect health. Fiber and whole grains for a perfect and healthy heart. More so healthy than vegetables itself and tastes great. I can't take it anymore. Okay, here you go. My goodness. Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second. So rather than small economy or standard size, cold or hot, make sure you fuel up every day to bring out your award-winning smile. Your heart will thank you. See ya.
You're watching RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, home of Rashid's Universe.
Hey, Cindy, what's this snake here doing at our picnic? And what is more, what is doing announcing the Rashid Universe thing there? Hey, did you hear me? What you doing here?
Your RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, serving nations worldwide.
Controversial. Defiant. Supernatural. Or subliminal are just a few discussional qualifications that's found on Rashid's RVT documentaries, sharply enlightening your environment around you. A fascinating look at the world around us. Hi, I'm Rashid. Whether newsworthy or not, join us as we tackle some of the most questionable topics of our time on Rashid's documentaries. Now streaming on RVT. Yeah, I could cover that. Oh, what a marvelous world it is today. You're watching Rashid's World on RVT, Rashid's Video Tube. You sure are, folks! You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube, serving nations worldwide. This RVT Rashid's Video Tube broadcasting is brought to you partly by the Rashid and Jan Show and by delicious, refreshing strawberry milk. Drink an explosion of strawberry flavor in every drop. So like Rashid and Jan say, drink up.
Tempted by the fruit of another. And I love doing it too. RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, serving nations worldwide.
And now, enjoy the show. Welcome everybody to RVT. This is RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, in conjunction with RMJC, Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. Now Rashid R-Man coming on live on social media, Google Plus, YouTube, and other social media platforms, and Instagram. Well, plus Instagram. I got an Instagram in there. I'll get it right. I got it right a couple of times. I get it. Guys, welcome to the show. Today's show is going to be a rather interesting one. Because primarily I'm going to talk about something, again, as usual, on RVT, that other people, groups, organizations, or individual circumstances don't allow you to. And that's attire. That's attire. Now, of course, in the world today, the attire you wear is basically the general sense of who you are as a person. A lot of people judge you by the clothes you wear. That's just the way it is today. And unfortunately, and this show right here is going to be opinionated also. And unfortunately, we have the unfortunate situation where everybody's attire is basically the same. It's rare that you find somebody that's out of attire with community's guidelines on basic dressing up status. And that's not so much with jewelry and tattoos. Tattoos is a way that you really can express yourself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, especially when a tattoo is visible. Jewelry can be like that also. When I was younger, my adopted mother wore a ring all the time. And I used to always question her about it, but she never gave me a full answer to why she wears that ring and constantly won't take it off. Jewelry can be a powerful statement along with who you are as a person. But first, we'll get into that. How you guys doing? You can be anywhere but your hair, and that makes me happy. Y'all know that. I always tell you that. I want to say you wrong. It's the truth. And I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate you letting me be your entertainment. something I appreciate also. Now, getting back to the situation, I want to jump right into this. That's how excited, we are with bringing this to you. I'm very excited with bringing this to you because it's nothing like talking about who I am as a person as being a Sadisi, which you guys don't really know about, because like I say, I'm a cult leader. And with that in mind, that's leaving you guys the question. The average cult today don't really come out and express themselves or deal with people on social media or whatever. In fact, they abstain from it. I'm saying have their beliefs or reasons why they abstain from it. Me, on the other hand, I've been on the wrong side of the tracks in the street so much that I gained appreciation for my past. No matter how degrading it was or what I did that was degrading, it doesn't matter to me because I strongly believe it made me the man I am today. Whether it's favorable in your eyes or not, it made me who I am today. So I refuse to think a certain way about my past. I want to carry my past with me, and that part of it is communicating with basic individuals such as yourself that's in society today. Even though I don't conform to all society's way of thinking, in fact none of them basically, I still communicate and establish a form of understanding with you guys, because doing that is showing appreciation for my past, where I came from, and a lot of cult leaders don't do that. Well, I'm just a different type, and then social media is basically a real pleasure to do it on social media. Now, moving right along here, let me see because I got a chart here. Let me see, give me a few seconds here. Okay. I'm going to share with you today some of our beliefs and who we are and so forth like that. And I want you to follow, okay? So maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll get something from this topic that we're going to discuss today here on RVT. Now, I want you guys to realize that the feather is something very, very sacred to Rashid. The feather is. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why the feather is. Now, my reason may differ from other people's reason. Okay? The reason why the feather is sacred to me because it's connected with the wind. So I feel as though that anything that is connected with nature to that extent without it should be honored and looked at different than if it wasn't or something else that isn't. For instance, a fish needs water to swim. Okay, we hold water sacred around here for the fish and all the sea life. We understand that. The feather, without feathers, birds couldn't fly. And that's why I argue the fact of these pterodactyls, right, sweetheart, that's claimed to be on the face of the earth. How could a pterodactyl fly without feathers? In other words, a lizard, which it is, the pterodactyl is basically a lizard, can fly without feathers. I don't know how it navigates. I don't know how it adjusts altitude without feathers. But somehow this reptilian can fly. And it's species of the dinosaurs and stuff like that. Well, birds use their feathers to navigate and so forth when they're flying. They need their feathers for the air, you see. So that means that the feather itself holds. It doesn't hold. It's part of life, different than most of the quateriors that exist today. That permeates on the planet Earth. That's dealing with mammals or the like. So because of that, we hold around here the feather secret. Sadicians wear the feather in their ear, much as possible. Now, some of us have these little teeny weeny dream catchers that wear them in both ears. Now, I don't go to that extent. I'm Father Rashid, so I keep all my jewelry to a minimum, but I do the best I can. Now, you see this woman, this girl right here I shared with you guys on a previous show, and I had her up there. I said she was so cute and all of this and this and this and this. Well, it took time for her race to build up to that level. Today on this show, I'm gonna show you things about that, because nobody just wake up and have an ethnicity or a culture and just start wearing all these things with all of these meanings. It doesn't have a starting point or a point where did they get the idea that these things had these, like, what experience they had, what proof do they have that these sayings they have all over their body and these colors that they wear are accurate? What proof do they have? Well, it took a lot of time for that to come forth on this child right here, on this little girl right here. On this show right here, I'm gonna be bringing you and show you and share with you. I'm gonna be sharing you the beginning of the Sadiqs and how Father Rashid, which is me, got started in this. Now you gotta realize that for a person to believe what they believe, nobody can change that. They either believe it or they don't. Unfortunately, when you adapt the belief of somebody else, that somebody else can do something and manipulate your belief, because after all, you learned your belief from them. You see, I did my belief in the beginning in a different way. And that way is getting in contact with who I am as an individual, as a person. Who I am, what do I like, and why do I like it? And there has to be a reason behind it, because without action, there's no cause in this world. You get a negative and you get a positive. Without action, you have no cause. So whatever happens has a reason behind it. This is what I believe. It has a reason behind it. Whatever happens has generally a reason behind it. And it has to be a reason why I like the things I like and do the things I do and what have you. The Sadician people are like Rashid. They watch their father. And that's how they realize they're a Sadician. If they watch me, and when they do it, they feel the same way. A Sadician will never betray another Sadician. A Sadician will never say one. Now that goes into a deeper conversation that maybe I'll go into later on in life, but it won't be now, guys. It won't be now. We're talking about the beginning here of how Rashid got started. The feather is very sacred. Like I was saying, some Sadiqs wear 2 in the ear, and like their father Rashid, I wear 1, and that's on my left ear. Any chance I could get one, I'll get one. I can make one also. You see, because it's not really a bad thing when you take a bird, a couple of birds, and clip their wings and get a feather. And don't worry, it may seem like you're hurting the bird, but you're not hurting the bird. The bird may alter, their flying may get altered a bit, but you will see that it will have no effect whatsoever on the bird. The feather will grow back. It will have no effect on it. Won't hurt the bird at all. Or you could just go by the nest or where they be at and find feathers that's laying around the nest. Pigeon feathers are very sacred to me also. And feathers hold a common place in man's history because man, the American, the colonials, American, used to write with feathers, you see. They used to write with them. So that was the first ink pen for colonials. Really, it was the first ink pen. So feathers hold a very sacred place in society today. As Sadduceans, it holds a very place of spirituality with us as a Sadducean. This is how the Sadduceans are identified. You may not know where Sadduceans came from or born from or what have you, but you have to understand we are sure of ourselves. There's no doubt pot or whatever, and it's a shame that we have to, and it's not really a shame, but of course it's kind of a situation for a lot of people that we go under cult. We have no choice but to go under there. They follow Rashid, and we have spiritual teachings, the Bible that I wrote, so we classified as a cult, and that's something we can never change. So because of that, I feel as though it's only normal for me to come out and just say we're a cult and be proud of who we are. Because I'm never ashamed of who I am, or where I'm going, or what I might be later on tomorrow. We are never ashamed. Sadducees are never ashamed. Never. 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 So, I'm positive that we're a cult. And in your eyes, but to us, we're Sadducees. You see. And sometimes we kid around the fact that we're a cult, but we're a sect, also is another name. But this is just who we are, and we're very proud people. The Sadducean colors. That's state, religion, or what have you. We have two other colors for our faith. We have two other colors for our faith. We do. We'll talk about that later. Primarily the colors for Sadducees is black and red. That's our colors right there. That's our international colors. Black and red. Black denoting death. Red denoting the depressed. Black denoting the hatred that's thrust upon Rashid from just being Rashid. The death that people want me to undergo for no reason. I'm being honest with you. And we have the red symbolizing the blood I shed to get to this age I am now, and be able to make a place for me and my people. So, in other words, there's a lot of reasons why we have black and red for our colors, and it's part of our flag and so forth and so forth and so forth. So, black and red primarily is our colors. Knowing that, it was fitting that, okay, let's start to, which I figured, get started with building our ethnicity. Now, my people, we don't have anything. And I went into the fucking example of how we don't have, ever since I was a child, I was never part of nothing. They didn't let me be part of nothing. I saw other people was part of something, but I wasn't. This, of course, made me upset. This, of course, made me not really upset, but upset. And I mean, because I knew it was something else for me. That's why I didn't let it get to me. See, birds of a feather flock together. It's that simple. There's no way you can work around that. You know, birds of a meaning. If you're a certain kind, you're gonna be around your own kind. That's just the way mammals are. That's the way mammals go about doing they thing. That's what they do. They go around their own kind. That's mammals. That's warm-blooded creatures. As humans, it doesn't change. It's just humans have intelligence of how to deal with people that's not their own, that's around them. And sadly to say, in this world, that means treat them like shit. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you struggle to be a certain way or certain people, if you're not wanted, then you must question your existence with those people. In other words, there's no such thing as somebody that's the same race. In our opinion, in Sadician's opinion, there's no such thing as somebody being the same race and being treated like shit by those people. How you can test this theory out is by leaving the people you was raised around, that's your race, ethnicity, going somewhere else to a group of people that's your race and ethnicity, not knowing a thing about your past. And if those people treat you exactly like those people, then now this is our belief. It's a possibility that you belong some otherwise, someplace else. There's no reason, because in your neighborhood, your family, they treat you like shit. It's a reason. Okay, go with some more people that's the same you somewhere else, and if they start treating you different, then you're that race. But if they start treating you the same way like shit, then something is going on there. And that's what Sadicians believe. And that's how we start to get started. Noticing that we're outcasts. Noticing that we're outcasts. That's how we got our start. That's how we primarily start to get started. One of the sure ways of finding your ethnicity is through bees. That's one of the sure ways of finding your ethnicity. It's kind of like, let me break this down to you so you can understand a little better. It's kind of like a salad buffet or food buffet. Okay, and you go in there and they say, okay, get anything you want from a buffet. A buffet is like a long rack of different food. You step over there and you have a plate in your hand and you pick out the foods that you want on your plate. You walk down this long rack of food and you pick out what you want on your plate. That's called a buffet. Now, that's what bees are. In other words, this is what Rashid is saying. This is what I'm saying. If you get 50 people in a room, and in that room you have a bee set on everybody's desk, and everybody was told to make a bracelet or a necklace, what are the odds if two of those people in the same room come out with the same style? What are the odds if that takes place? I've never tested the theory, but I talk about the theory over and over again, because I'm pretty sure out of 50 you will find at least two people. Like, I'm gonna say four. You will find 2 people in that room of 50 people. Their style's the same. The style is the same. They could be, in my opinion, of a lost race. That's the sure way to identify your colors. Now, you see this girl right here that I told you about? It took centuries for these people to get to this level. Now they have these bead sets that's available now that you can actually put together and form a style that you like. And that's what I begin to do. That's what we Sadicians do. We take beads and feathers and stuff and we form them. We create our own jewelry of what makes us comfortable when we put things together. Bees can be a strong attribute in finding your ethnicity because you can't run from it. And this goes for each and everybody listening to this. If you have a bee set on your desk or table and you are forced to make something that's interesting to you, all it is a piece of string and you slide bees onto it and it's the bees stack up. Then when you're done, you tie the ends and then put it around your neck. It's that easy. It's that simple. Whatever you come up with is fascinating, guys. Whatever you come up with is your taste in who you are as an individual. Just think about that. That's your taste of who you are as an individual. Now you see these other tribes and ethnicities with all of these different colors, feathers on their body, makeup on their body, clothes, different color. You see, it's the same thing. Those clothes and makeup or what have you are personal to these people. And these people hold it very sacred when they wear them on their body. Each and every one of you who's listening to me can do the same thing with collecting not just beads but other material, old clothes or what have you, taking them, ripping them, and then forming something else on one shirt or what have you, or drawing pictures on a shirt. This is done in a lot of ways, and it's in everybody. That's why tattoos are so popular today, because they're statements of the person that's wearing a tattoo. No matter what kind of tattoo it is, but them statements can change because you have some people going to get tattoos removed, so those statements can change. But in general sense, there's still a message they want people to see. And some tattoos are private on body parts that only the person feels comfortable with knowing is there. Either way, it's still a statement to the individual. That could be done with a lot of things that's not just tattoos. And beads are a primarily way of having that done. Now let me share with you. Now this picture here, this African picture, they dates back to Africa. They date back Nigeria in specific. They call jijitas. They're waist beads. They wear them in Africa, jijitas. And when I had an African girlfriend, which I had an African girlfriend, and I had African friends at one time. And I like certain foods they eat, and I just thought about a fucking food I'm crazy about African, but it's a snack that I'm crazy about. But these jijitas that they have, man, are sacred to them. Now, it was a big discussion on one of these YouTubers who's an African, because I watch African YouTubers a lot. I do. And this one woman asked this guy, does he wear beads? And he said, yeah, but this guy is very conservative. He's very corporate. And yet he still wear beads. You don't have to be this zombie looking person to wear beads or be thought of as a zombie looking person to wear beads. You can do them on your private time, guys. Just like a tattoo you got hidden between your legs or on your ass. You see the point? They're a statement of identification. And this guy right here said that he wears beads, but you would never think he wears beads. I think he went on to say, what did he say, sweetie, on his time off or what have you? He's wearing beads. And that's very impressive for him to come out, hey, I wear beads. But the question that interests me about her, she went on. Now here's the question I'm going to drop on you guys. First of all, you say you rock them. They like rocks. So you rock bees, dude. You rock them and shit. How many ways you rock them? So that's just a Nigerian expression, and they caught on to everybody in Africa. You rock the shit. So how do you rock bees? That's just your way of rocking shit. And the thing that gets me is I never thought of this. I never thought of this. There was a question that was asked that enlightened the Saddiqian when we was watching this program on one of these YouTube videos. She had an interesting program on one of these videos. It was very fucking interesting. And that was, will you let your she had well, let me say that again because I think I said it wrong. She had an interesting topic on her program. This one of these YouTubers that was African, because like I said, I watch African YouTube. Now this is her question. Now I want y'all to hear this. This is a good one. Now this goes out for the guys. Guys, would you let your woman wear waist beads? Even, now check this out now, even if it's around the house and you're the only, and she only wears them around you. Now this is your wife or girlfriend. Would you mind? I'll give a few seconds for you to think about it. Again, would you let your girlfriend or wife wear a waist beads around the house? Secret. Nobody know about it but you. Would you let her wear it? For some reason, for some mysterious reason, you get the emotion you're feeling right now. I'll be quiet. Would you do it? Yes or no? Would you let your partner wear waist beads around the house? Why are you jealous? Why is it so? See, this is why the Saddiqian holds the beads sacred. Because there's something about them, the spiritual, that sometimes you can't answer. It's so fucking weird. Why won't you let your wife or what have you wear waist beads? Or your daughter? What if your daughter had them on? Waist beads. It has to be something there, but they just fucking bees, guys. This is just bees, man. What the hell is wrong with you? But for some reason, it's something unseen, unheard. It's like, I don't know about this shit. But guess what? That's what makes them mysterious. That's, in Saddiqian's eyes, what makes them spiritual. Now, imagine you're putting them together, them same bees now. Them same bees in order that fascinates you. Now imagine, just imagine that you're wearing those same beads and somebody see it on your wrist or something and say, what's that? What would you say? How would you feel when you answer? See, what would you say and how would you feel are two different things. Think about it. Somebody at your job or school see the beads around your waist or on your arm, right? And they say, what's that? What would you say? Now, how would you feel? Two different emotions then. Very strange ornament. So we take beads very, very serious. Because as you see, they're very spiritual to us. They're very spiritual. What you say and what you feel are two different things. Now what you feel is, I'm kind of embarrassed and ashamed. But what you say will be something bold. How can you be two at one time? You feel what you say, and you say what you feel. So what you could be doing is adopting this feeling that's coming on from somebody else because they see something that's odd about you, but that's not the way you feel. So you're adopting, like you adopt a child, this fake feeling of shame. But if it was like that, you wouldn't have it on because you're not shamed, you see. All of that is coming from bees. And that's why the Saddiqians hold them very sacred. That's why we hold them very sacred. Now, Little girls wear beads all the time. You can go to the dollar store and pick them up because the little girls are very captivated by beads because they get to make up their own colors and so forth of how they like to wear. And to them, it's very interesting to wear beads. They're very interesting. They're fascinating to little girls. They like wearing beads, and they come in a variety of styles. So little girls are basically a bead people. Now, here's the thing about it: in most cultures and ethnicities, they wear beads of different colors. The female wear different than the men. The females wear them to attract men or make a statement. Some in Nigeria, how they rock theirs is basically 4 types. It's the leg. Now these are 4 types of beads: the leg, the ankle. There's leg beads, their ankle beads, their waist beads that go around your waist, and their neck beads. Okay? Basically 4 types. Sadiksis have the wrist. We have that plus the wrist beads. We have that. The African beads goes back hundreds of years, dude. Hundreds of years with Africans about how they view beads, of how they go about real beads. And one of them is daughters wearing beads to letting men know that they're eligible for sex. They can have intercourse. Some beads they wear to let men know that this is an example of how Africans used to wear, how the tradition of Africans wearing beads go back that far, you see. It just comes to show you that they can have meaning. When you create your beads like Rashid did, you can have a notebook and pencil or pen with you and write down things while you're doing it. And this could be your start of a new personal, private identification, just as private as somebody wearing a tattoo or getting a tattoo. You understand? And it doesn't have to be on your waist. You understand? It doesn't have to be on your waist. A lot of Europeans frown and about the notion of wearing beads. A lot of Europeans frown at that. If not beads, they like little cufflinks that you put in your hair. Everybody had these. Every race today had they start with wearing things of this attribute. Every race, dude. Everyone. Every single one had they start. Oh, excuse me. So it's nothing really to be ashamed of. Nothing. Sadiksis are kind of like that right there. Sadiksis are kind of like that. Red and black. That's our colors basically. And we mix them up like that. That's basically will be a good Sadiksian attire to wear beads. And we have to have the feather in our ear. Now, how does Sadiksi go about things? We could go the traditional way, which they imitate Father Rashid. They imitate me, or they could do it themselves. After so many years of doing this, it will become natural. And if you do something so natural, you ever see somebody learn how to ride a bike? I'll say these people learn how to ride a bike. Somebody learn how to ride a bike, and then after a while they start looking around while they ride. See, when they first starting to learn, they don't look around. You see. So when you're riding a bike, now you're riding it for a time. Now you're starting to look around while you're riding a bike. Now you're looking around. Now after a certain amount of time again, you're riding a bike, looking around. Now you're singing. Now you're singing. While you're riding a bike, looking around, now you're singing. Now time go by again. Now you're riding a bike with a friend, looking around, talking. You see how when you get used to something, anything that you do a repetitious act with becomes like that. From driving a car to riding a bike to driving a motorcycle, what have you. It looks hard, but when you do it, after a while you're doing it and not even thinking about what you're doing. You're just doing it and doing something completely different. Your attire can be the same way when identifying yourself. It's the same way. And I'll tell you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. When you're told to make a bead, you could start saying, okay, I'm going to make, after a while, you could start doing it because this is the way I feel. So they could be your angry beads. An angry necklace that you wear when you're upset. When you first starting out to make beads, you're thinking about things while you're putting it together. But after a while, it's like I know what kind of bead I'm gonna make because this is what I want. So when you feel a certain way and all, even if you don't feel a certain way, you'll wear those beads and say, "This is my angry bead right here. This is my angry beads right here, and this right here is my happy ones on my days off." You see what this one right here? This one right here, I put my initials on because when I'm wearing my happy beads, I want my initials to be on it. Now these beads over here, I wear only on occasion. This is when I go out and all like this. And before you know it, you'll start talking like that. And an individual who know nothing about beads will start looking at you different. They'll say, "Look at this, look at you, look at you." Now you're talking like a native. And don't look how easy it was. You see? Look how easy that was. You don't, even though you have a race or whatever, you still have the right to do things to express your own identification. Your own identification. And beads are an excellent way to do that. And they could come in a variety of sizes and flavors and taste. Now, look at these hair ornaments. If you have long hair, like Rashid, I have long hair. These ornaments here can fit right on your hair. They're not hard to get. They sell bead stores. They have bead stores. Okay, so they're not really hard to find. They slip right on your lock, on your hair. And they give your attire Amazonian flavor to it. No matter what you're dressed in, they go with basically any attire, basically, and it makes way for a feeling of, okay, this is kind of like rainforest, kind of. I won't necessarily say tribal, like in a tribal. But it gives yourself like I won't necessarily say Nigeria because the not just Nigerians, Indians wear a lot of this also. But it gives yourself it gives yourself a certain feel to what you're wearing, your attire. It gives yourself a certain native feel, a native kind of identification of your roots as your people. Your people didn't start the world combing their hair, guys. I don't give a fuck what race you are. Your people didn't start your race brushing their hair and dyeing and all that shit, man. So it's just showing respect for your culture, no matter who you are, because everybody started out from that. Who you are, it's just showing respect for that. The feather primarily is Adesia's main tool. Rashid's main tool with identification of our culture, our heritage. And this one here is a necklace. And I really am I'm so captivated with that right there. I'm captivated with that. That's amazing. Now I love tomahawks and I love feathers. And I have either a little tomahawk or a little feather around my neck will be the shit. And I'm going to tell you just like that. With a white shirt on, with probably a couple, like 3 or 4 pieces of my hair with a little white beads around it, just about 3 or 4. That evening, Rashid, the night belongs to me. because I always have my hair in a ponytail. But every now and then I let my hair out. It depends on what I'm wearing. It depends on what I'm wearing, basically. How I rock my shit will be very, very sexy. I like being eloquent when I wear my beads. I like it. I like it. It helps me to feel more my natural state. It helps me feel my natural state more. And you could dress your hair in locks of hair the same way also. You can dress your locks of hair in the same way also. My shit is white beads. I wanna dye my hair all white because see, when I was a cab driver, I used to wear one of those right there. I call them kufis. They might not be kufis, but I used to wear one of them right there because I have long hair and it helps my hair. Now, it's different kinds. You can make one out of a t-shirt for my long hair. I like wearing that because it gives me an island feel. Like I'm from the islands or whatever, which my heritage I am. But still, now, today, it gives me a certain feel when I wear them. It gives me a certain feel when I wear them, and it keeps my hair in place. And I just love them right there. I'm crazy about them right there. Women can wear all kind of different, when they got all white hair and they're getting senior and their hair graying up, they can throw something like that on it that will give them a natural kind of state where it will evaporate their senior citizen. You won't look at them as being a senior citizen or senior, or in rude, ignorant terms, an old person. That right there will take it away if they're wearing that and somebody see it. It actually zaps away old age, and Sadduceans believe that's the spiritness of it that's taking old age away from a person that's in their senior. When people see that, they don't think of the person being a senior. They see a wise-looking person. We Sadduceans believe that's the spirits. It's not necessarily the spirit in the item, because spirits are not in items, we believe, but it's also the spirit of, which is a difference, of the item that's zapping old age away from an individual of a senior. And you can see them up close right here. They look like that. Different kind of styles and sculpture and have you that you can clip on your hair. They can give you a different look. Your age of you getting older will disappear. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care what you're wearing. If you put that on there, and when they see it, all of a sudden you look young. You look young and powerful and so forth like that. And we believe that that's the spirit of the item that's doing that, that's making it. Now, the feathers are very important now. So when you make these, you get to measure them out, how much you want them to grow. There's tons of bead shops, which this could be another hobby, guys. You know, Rashid bring hobbies on everything. This could be another hobby, you collecting and making your own beads, because see, they could be identification of who you are. Rashid loves making. We make our own. Sadduceans we make our own ethnicity pool. We make our own national pool, our colors and everything. That's what we do as Sadduceans. And anybody who's soul searching, I highly recommend that you find a bead shop and add making beads for yourself, a soul searching project, because you will see it will pay off in the long run, because now you have a tire to go with your brain thinking, you see. Without it, you just have the brain thinking of you're a different person, or you're a different person, or this and that and that. When you go and start creating things that go with your mentality, and like tattoos, you keep them some out of sight. You start to see yourself, your identification of who you are as a person. And beads can bring that out. So you can measure them. You call them rocks. You don't gotta call them beads. And you can put some in your hair and so forth to bring out who you are. And it's all different kinds. This number. You know, it's all different kinds. This number. And I wanted to bring this on RVT and share with you. Now look at these wooden ones. These wooden ones are very, very interesting. These wooden ones right here. I like that so much. Now, these things you can put on your hair, guys. On your hair. On your hair. And you may think, okay, these things are from this kind of people that animalistic, like to jump around and act stupid, make strange noises. These are Western also. Don't think they're just from like Anglo American or Anglo West. They're from what they Western also, guys. It's all if you can wear tattoos and all of this American Eagle, what you can do your own style of beads, because still is representing your heritage of how mankind got started. How we all this is the first jewelry. Period. This is really the first jewelry. And when you put together this first jewelry with what your taste is, you're making a very, very powerful statement that nobody can take from you. And on top of that, it could be the start of something different of your heading in your life. Meaning, I don't know if that came out right, but it could be the start of your path as an individual of finding and identifying yourself. If you're on that path, if you're soul searching, get a bead set. Whatever you come up with, that's who you are. It's that simple. Then you come out with another one, and then another one. And next thing you know, man, who knows how far you can go. So I wanted to bring in here and share this with you guys. This is what Sadicians discovered. This is how we got started. Nobody wakes up and all of a sudden start wearing all of these colors and they all have meanings. Like in Africa and Nigeria, it took them hundreds of thousands of years to develop what they have. Sadicians have their beginning, and that's what we do. Okay? And I wanted to bring it and share it with you. And I'm glad and I'm thankful for you guys, for your attention, for you guys to send in. And maybe you learn something. So get creating, because Rashid is always making beads for himself. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm constantly making things for myself. It's a pride to me and my people. We do it together. They see me doing it, they gonna do it. We have a flag, we have an ethnicity, we have identification now that we didn't have before. Whether people take it or not, if they take it, we're a cult to them. Either way, we're somebody to them. And that man is to Rashid, because I never was part of shit. And I ain't gonna lie to you. So, thanks for tuning in. And tune in again for another fascinating show when I come across one. Okay? And I'll be talking to you guys later. And you have a very nice evening. And a safe one. See ya. This has been an RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, social media television production. Can somebody give these girls some socks? Good girl. This program was brought to you by Rashid's Cyber Rock Films in conjunction with YouTube and Google Plus and social media plug out. It's all about change, real change. Peace. Up next on RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, it's the Rashid and Jan Show. Following that, it's the Rashid and Annette Show / Rashid's CyberTube. Beautiful weather is here, and as our shicing season rolls in, let Rashid roll out exquisite entertainment here on RVT, where it's Rashid all the time. You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube Worldwide. Where is Rashid all the time? You're watching Rashid's RVT. This RVT Rashid's Video Tube broadcasting is brought to you partly by the Rashid and Jan Show and by delicious, refreshing strawberry milk. Drink an explosion of strawberry flavor in every drop. So like Rashid and Jan say, drink up. Oh, what a marvelous world it is today. You're watching Rashid's World on RVT, Rashid's Video Tube. You sure are, folks!
You're watching RVT! Fun, 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 fun!
Oh, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. It's where you can shine brilliantly under the lens or sky. Especially if you're Elizabeth Hurley. Wait, did you say Elizabeth Hurley? That's right, the Hollywood A-lister has her own swimwear. And if you didn't know about it, where have you been? And with such beauty, why wouldn't she? Elizabeth Beachwear insists that you spice up your vacation wardrobe with up to 80% off. That's right, 80%. So how can you go wrong with Elizabeth Hurley? That's found on RVT. Fabulous, gorgeous Elizabeth. Take a look. Antoinette hoodie, 50% off. Cheetah Dream Bikini, 50% off. Lilac One Piece, 80% off. Mini Alec Houghton, 50% off. Wow. Here's more. Bondi Bikini, 80% off. Capri Top, 60% off. Kara Dress, 80% off. Shanine Pants, 80% off. And don't forget about the Kids Pink and Cheetah for girls up to 13 years. Fast drying swimwear can be paired with breathable calfskins to keep kids cool and dry. And thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. So, straight from Hollywood Hills, the unconquerable Elizabeth Hurley Beachwear is here. Just head on over to www.elizabethhurley.com. That's www.elizabethhurley.com. I'm a child of the 60s and 70s. So I had to do a show about my childhood friends. Me? Wait, Rock. I'm not that guy right there, cause Rashid, that guy right there, he can't read in the movie he couldn't read. Yo, Rashid, I can read. Okay, Rock. So guys, come visit your friend. Not this one, but this one. Your buddy, the Red Dots. Or these guys. I'ma be there. So be sure to check out Rashid's 70s and more. And that right there belongs to me. Give me the belt, Rashid. Here. Only here on RBT. RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, is proud to announce its affiliation with Disney. Go ahead and wish upon that star and make it true, because Disney is there waiting for you.
Hello, and this is Father Rashid. And knowing that this is the season for nothing but pure love and giving, I want to wish you a very happy Shaisa. Do you have any idea where you are? That's funny. We do. RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, serving nations worldwide.
You're watching RVT, Rashid's Teletube, serving nations worldwide. Up next on RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, it's the Rashid and Jan Show. Following that, it's the Rashid and Annette Show / Rashid's CyberTube. Beautiful weather is here, and as our Shison season rolls in, let Rashid roll out exquisite entertainment here on RVT, where it's Rashid all the time.